This shows that the school board does not care about the parents. They feel a disservice. They feel that their voices aren't heard.
A school board in Virginia is ignoring a majority of parents who do not want to allow boys and girls to take sex education classes together. We spoke with one man who is running for Fairfax County's public school board to give power back to the parents.
There's an elite group on the school board and in administration that feels that they are important, that their views are more important than the parents, and that they know what's best for the kids. And that is why I'm running. That's why we need to work together to unseat these people. They're just not for the community.
In a work session, the Fairfax County School Board was presented with a poll showing 84% of parents are against children being taught family life education, or sex ed, together. It showed out of the 2,656 respondents, parents overwhelmingly want class separated by gender. Currently, the students are separated by gender, but the proposal will combine the students' instruction starting in 4th grade.
This data definitely showed overwhelmingly there was a do not support for the gender combined.
Parents even specifically wrote overwhelmingly in the open-ended comments part of the survey they were against teaching gender ideology in schools. However, the Fairfax County School Board had a different view.
Honestly, majority doesn't always dictate, right?
You know, what if students learned more than my generation did about other genders? I think this is a step towards further accepting everyone and understanding people's biology. I mean, it's just straight up biology.
Sabia was not buying it.
You can't discount 84%. And for the school board and also the superintendent to say that the majority does not dictate, it's not the country we want to live in. It's not the country that Fairfax County residents want to live in.
Another school board member, Carl Frisch, who outwardly identifies as gay, dismisses the data.
So if I'm a Reddit warrior in Wyoming and I have 2 cell phones, a laptop, an iPad, and maybe web access over my television, I could submit answers to this survey as many times as I have access to a device.
Yeah, we have no guarantee that the people reside in Fairfax County.
Sabia was looking to unseat Frisch. I asked what he thought about how Fairfax County School Board's excuse to not follow the survey is their own polling is not trustworthy enough.
Let's go to each district and break it down. And we go to the schools, we go to the parents, we go to the PTA meetings, we bring everyone in, we take the surveys to them. If that is a question that this data is skewed, there's easy ways to fix that. And they could do that, but they refuse to do that because they're afraid to see what actually comes back, which is going to be the same result. 84% of the parents are going to tell them, we do not want this.
During the meeting, one school board member, Abrar Omish, called out the others for not following the data.
I guess I just, what is pushing this? Like, why are we doing this if that's what the data we have? All of it has limitations, but we also have no other information. And everything else is telling us no. So can someone help me understand, like, what is the push? Where is it coming from and why?
The survey included responses from 48 students. Majority of the students surveyed from elementary, middle, and high school were against combining. They expressed concerns about being awkward, embarrassing, and feeling uncomfortable in a mixed-gendered class. Despite pushback from a majority of students, Frisch ended his statements saying genders need to be combined in order to accommodate the transgender students in the county.
I think it's important to remember that those students exist, that they are real, that trans boys are boys and trans girls are girls, and they deserve the same services from FCPS as anybody else.
They don't want to face the fact that they have their agenda that does not go with human traditions, family traditions, faith traditions.
The board decided to vote on the changes on a later date. Part of the final recommendations also included adding teaching gender identity in elementary school, which would be to kids as young as 4, despite overwhelming parental opposition. For Washington Examiner, I'm Amy DeLaura.